What's going on, 49er Faithful, 49er fan, 49er Gang? This is your boy Niner Gang Podcast back in the building. So definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications so I can keep you up to date on any and everything San Francisco 49ers. With that being said, let's get right on into it, man. We got a special guest in the house. I told y'all we was going to do a couple of crossover shows, try to get a feel for the NFC West. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in the man, the myth, the legend himself. One of the best content creators out there on the planet. He definitely is a rival, and this specific person is a fan of the team that is the only threat to the 49ers supremacy in the NFC West. Man, let me bring in my guy, Steezy A Smith in the building. What's good?
Bro, my bad. I can't hear you for some reason. Hold on.
Really?
I don't know what's going on, but I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. Yeah,
You can hear
you're
me?
good. I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on, but I can't even hear you. So my bad. I'm trying to figure this out.
That's okay. Yeah. Figure it out. Shout out to Eddie Glover. He in the house. What's going on, Eddie? Yeah, we're gonna let Steezy get his mic and stuff in order real quick. But yeah, man, basically this show, just letting y'all know exactly what it is. Just basically a crossover show. Do a little compare and contrast when it comes to the teams and whatnot, and figure out what's going on. Um, you know, see who fares better in what spot and what position, and we'll go from there. So while he's figuring that out, I'm gonna let him figure that part out. Just basically letting y'all know ahead of time that this is once again the biggest threat to supremacy in the NFC. To our supremacy in the NFC West, along with the fact that that's one of the viable threats in the NFC in general. There we go. Can you hear me? He's still trying to figure that one out. We'll give him a little bit of time, let him fix it.
Bro, can you say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh man.
Still can't hear. I don't know.
See, I was just using my headphones on a different site and it's working, but on Streamer, I don't know. I can't hear you, even if I take them off.
And now I lost
Can
him.
you say something?
Can you hear me? Here, I'm gonna try
I
this.
still
Let
can't
me
hear you.
let me switch
I
it.
took
Hold
them
on.
off.
Let me try this. Let's
What's
do it
going
this
on?
way. Let's go here. Into studio. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm try it this way. Let's see. Go into studio. All right. Can you hear me now?
I can switch over to my phone too, because you're using
Yeah, I
your phone
tried to
right
switch.
now, huh?
Oh, what's going on? Turn that on. That echo is annoying. Okay, let me get out of here. Hold on. Studio. Just a second. All right, can you hear me now? Still can't? All right, yeah, that's the only thing. I guess the phones are probably the only way to be able to try to do it. Let me see real quick. Let's see.
Here, I'm gonna switch over to my phone, bro. I'm gonna see if that works.
Sorry about this, everyone. We got these little speakerphone. Yes. Cool. Yeah, because that way it might work out. I don't know. We'll see. We're trying to figure this out, y'all. Sorry about these technical difficulties. Stuff happens in the middle of things, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all can hear us, but he can't hear me. So we trying to make sure we got it. Appreciate that though, 187. Thank you for letting me know that y'all you can hear us. Okay, yeah. So he's gonna drop out and then come back in. Me just a second. Yeah. So I'll give him a second and we'll see once he jumps back in. We'll see if the phones work better. sometimes that's the craziest thing. Your phone be the better thing to work for you than anything else. So yeah, give me just a sec. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I know a lot of people are stunned by the fact that the Lions beat the Chiefs. I'm not in any stretch of the imagination. Am I that crazy about it? It's a situation where, hey, anybody can get beat on any given day. You never know what goes on. So definitely what happens sometimes. Sorry, y'all. It is hot in Arizona, man. We out here sweating like nobody business. Stay hydrated if you're anywhere hot, man. Yep. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. So happy that we got Nick Bosa signed. I know a lot of people were in the NFC West were definitely hoping and praying that did not pan out. Um, on another front, we do also have so basically, we restructured a couple of contracts, i.e., Eric Armstead and George Kittle. So we restructured some contracts, moved some money around to be able to wind up with 24 million in cap space. I'm kind of curious to see what we do with that. I know a lot of people think we may be in on well, let's hope that York is not fiddling around with the stuff, because if he is, that's going to screw everything up. But I think honestly that money is either to pick up another defensive lineman or possibly just to pay IU. And they may try to get IU on the under, and try to get him now versus wait for next year, because if he explodes, has 1,000 yards and other things like that, it may be a little crazy. Okay, let's see. It's added to stage. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me,
There
bro?
we go. Now we got it rolling. I love it. He got on Bluetooth, so I think I'm gonna do the same thing. That way I can hear him a little more clearly. If he joins connected real quick. Switch this up.
Man, my God, though, bro. Long time no talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You got me?
I got you. Got you.
Now I can't hear you. What is going on?
Oh, you can't
That's
hear me?
weird. You can hear me clearly though?
I can hear you. Yeah.
That's hella weird. I tried to do the Bluetooth thing and it don't want to work. That's wild as heck. Okay, I'm gonna try to swap back and see if I can get it to the studio on the other part and see
Okay.
if that works. If that works, then I think the setup would be cool.
Okay.
You can check studio. And all right, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we good. We good. Okay.
Okay. Bad.
Yeah,
Bad.
each
Come
other.
on.
Yeah. Hey, it happens. People, technical difficulties always go with things. So, Steezy, man, tell me how you been. Tell me what you've been up to. Tell the people where they can find you. Because I've been seeing you going insane on TikTok and Instagram, keeping everybody up to date with the Seattle Seahawks. Baby, talk to the people, man. Let them know how to find you, and let them know what's been going on in Seahawks land.
Man, well, first of all, I just want to start off by saying, like I said, bro, it's been a long time. I hope all's been well on your end. It's great to finally, I guess, we're able to do this again. So,
Yeah.
I appreciate the opportunity. But as far as like everything that's going on with the Seahawks, I mean, look, bro, this team is loaded, and your own GM, he said this a couple months ago, bro. He talked about how we feel the Seahawks are coming, and
Yeah.
I feel like that was really a foreshadowing of what's about to happen. You look at this team, bro, it's loaded with young talent. You look at this receiving core, top three, top five at the least, in the league. You look at the D. Adams is out week 1, but he'll be back in a couple of weeks. Devin Witherspoon, the first round pick. I mean, Pete Carroll compared him to Troy Polamalu. I'm not gonna go that far, but Pete coached up Troy Polamalu, so he, more so than anybody, has the right to say something like that. Even
Yeah.
as outlandish as it, may sound. He did that. Tariq Woolen, obviously, coming off a season when she led the league in interceptions, tied for the lead. He's gonna be right there. Quandre Diggs, perpetually underrated. Like I could go on. Bobby Wagner's back. Draymond Jones, big free agent signing. Offensive line's young. Geno Smith's ready to take that next step forward. Pete Carroll's still the head coach. I mean, bro, there's a lot going on here in Seattle. A lot going on. I haven't even touched on a few names. Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean,
Yeah.
oh boy, K9. So there's a lot going on, a lot brewing, bro. I think Seattle's definitely a Super Bowl contender. And yeah, to kind of close that off, just for me personally, I mean, I've been just staying busy, just trying to elevate every single day, trying to get closer to God, just chasing greatness, trying to take care of my family, bro. So, just the usual.
Hey, that's the beauty of it, man. That's all we all are trying to do, man. We want to stay as close to God as possible to continue to have them blessings coming in. I always say this. There's two things. There's prayer and action. If you can't pray on something, sit there and wait for it to magically appear. You got to pray on it and you got to act on it. Once you start acting, that's when God comes in and he starts to light up your life because he sees that you've asked him for help, but you're not being lazy. And that's the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, for us in 9/11, I know you've been watching from the outside with all this damn turmoil and BS going on, man. Trey Lance is now a Cowboy for a 4th-round pick. Kyle and hey, what's going on, Seahawks, Eddie? Now I will say this: Seahawks, Eddie, Steezy, and Syjan are welcome at any point in time, at all times. Those are the best Seahawks fans you'll ever meet in your life. Man, some of them, you got some other people I ain't messing with. But those 3 dudes that I just named, especially my guests, they way too cool, man. And they'll keep it a buck with you. They'll tell you. They ain't going to lie to you.
Every time.
No one comes on this channel and gets punked. Steezy going to tell me, no, you lost that. It's a wrap. It's over. Mm-hmm. We're better than you. So, with that being said, I wanted to touch quickly on the rooms and the positions. I know I'm going to do something that people probably don't anticipate, but I'm going to give the quarterback position to the Seahawks. Okay. The reason is because Geno Smith has been around more. Geno Smith has been established. We love what Brock Purdy did. We still have a wait-and-see approach. Can he do it again? Can it continue? I am in no way knocking Brock Purdy. Y'all know me. I love Trey Lance. I wish he was still here. But I am in no way knocking Brock Purdy. I do not want our team to lose. Don't do that. I am looking at it from an objective perspective. If you look at the hierarchy in the NFC West, technically speaking, it's going to be Geno. I'm going to put Brock second. I'm moving Stafford down to third. And here's my reasoning for that. He owed. His back ain't worth nothing. And Cooper Kupp is on IR to start the season for the first 4 weeks. So who he going to throw the ball to? The Rams are in full rebuild mode, people. The lamb chops are trash. I'm sure Steezy would agree with me on that. There's nothing that they're doing right now. The only star they got right now is Aaron Donald. That's it. So for the quarterback room, I'm gonna give that over to the Seahawks. It hurts me to be able to say that. Sometimes I want to throw up a little bit in my mouth when I give the Seahawks credit. It hurts.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
I'm gonna let you take the running back room, man. Who you feel got the better running back room? Because I'm gonna tell you guys, Zach Charbonnet is a baller. You got a bona fide back, and he can actually stay healthy. Because I know that's your problem. Your backs are always good. They just ain't never on the field. That hurts. But you tell me what you think about the running back room.
I mean, bro, you're not lying. K9, he's going to play, but he was limited, all week in practice. Not all week, but I think it was Thursday. His name popped up on the injury report, with the groin injury. Mm-hmm. And so he's already injured. I don't know if he's going to be 100%. Like they say he's going to play, but is he going to be 100%? I don't know. Probably not. But it's okay because, like you said, Zach Charbonnet, he's really like that. I read this somewhere, and I don't remember where. And so, my bad to anybody that hears this, but he was compared to a prime DeMarco Murray. And we remember what DeMarco Murray did.
Yeah, he's not tearing it up. I'm a UCLA guy.
Right.
And I can tell you, Zach Charbonnet is that guy.
Bro, he oh my goodness. He's a complete all-around back, third down. He's solid in pass protection. He catch passes out of the backfield. He's big. He's 6'2", something like that. He's physical. I mean, he fixed the Seahawks brand, how Seattle wants to run the football. So whether or not K9's limited, I don't think it's going to matter. And like you said, the Rams, I'm not going to say they're the worst team in football. I still think that they can surprise some people, this year by winning a few games they had no business of winning. I'm not saying that's going to happen in week 1, but I think it's going to be a little closer than people anticipate. Aaron Donald, honestly, he is just that good. So he's still going to be able to, play his part. Ready. Yeah, every single time. And so, I'm still giving him a little bit of leeway until I guess they crumble before my eyes. So we'll see what happens there. But running back room, it got to be y'all. Like, I don't think that's really, too hard to kind of wrap your head around. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's top 3, top 2, still probably the best running back, in the NFL in some people's eyes. And so you have him, Elijah Mitchell, who was supposed to be the workhorse before y'all traded for a C-Mac. And he's shown that potential. He can't seem to stay healthy. He's healthy right now. And so we'll see what happens there. Kyle Shanahan, I do know this. He talked about how, Christian McCaffrey in Carolina, they ran him into the ground. They didn't really have any sort of maintenance program for him. But in San Francisco, they're not going to, it's not going to be load management or anything like that like it is in the NBA. But because Elijah Mitchell is there, he could take some of the load off of C-Mac. Maybe they could use C-Mac more in the pass game. And Elijah Mitchell can kind of take over more of the goal line carries, kind of preserve C-Mac a little bit. And so he's super talented. And obviously Kyle Shanahan's scheme in and of itself, it's a factor. And so the ground game, I don't think it's particularly close, but that's not to disrespect Seattle. I think Seattle's still possibly top 10 in the league.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed, man. So I'm going to flip and I'm going to go to the O-line. The reason that I'm going to give it to the Niners is because we have a more solidified O-line. The only spot that we're really honestly questioning is our right tackle spot with Colton McKivitz. I'm not going to say that Seattle's O-line is bad. I'm pretty sure your O-line has improved and it looks good. But just for continuity purposes and time spent, I would give it to us only because our guys know each other. Literally everybody from 1 to 4 knows each other. The right tackle is the only person coming in trying to, become part of the crew, so to speak. Would you disagree with that?
Honestly, because of what you just said, as far as continuity, and because of the fact that Trent Williams is, the head honcho of the offensive line, I would have to give you guys the edge. I do think that I wouldn't be surprised, though, if by the end of this season, Seattle was to take over and be that superior offensive line, because I think all across the board, not only is the potential there, but I do think that Seattle has more talented players, especially at right tackle. You look at Abe Lucas, right? And then Charles Cross, I don't know if he's going to get to Trent Williams' level, but he's expected, and his trajectory is that of a Pro Bowler, if not better. And so there's pieces across the offensive line, but yeah, right now I would have to give y'all the edge.
Yeah. Now, you talk to me about these wideouts, man. That's a real battle because y'all still got DK, you still got Tyler. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all have a little sneaky dude coming along that we don't know about? Seahawks Eddie said he likes Jake Bobo.
Bobo.
Talk to me. Do y'all have a little dude that's hanging out that we don't know about? You know us. We got the usual suspects.
Right. I think right now, bro, I mean, like Seahawks Eddie said, he kind of took it right at me. I was going to say Jake Bobo, number 19, 6'4" receiver. Played 4 years. I don't know if it was 4 years, but he was over at Duke for a bit, and then he played his last year in college over, at UCLA under Chip Kelly, and then alongside is Zach Charbonnet. And so, man,
that's got to be hard for Pete to be picking up on them UCLA folks.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know the rivalry. You know how I get down over there.
Been to those games, man. Been to those games. When I say fights, it's not a game. Like when you look like this, the Niner and Raiders game, same shit with USC and UCLA. We do not like each other. We don't. Because USC will always have the lure over us because of the NFL talent, the national championships, all that. But we will still look at them and tell them, all y'all produce is lawyers and all we produce is doctors. So, yes, go to either college and you can get a high-paying job. But you go to that game, and we're looking for those teams to put a beat down on each other. But, I mean, hey, Yeah.
As it should, bro. But going back to Jake Bobo, I mean, he's a diamond in the rough, bro. He was undrafted, I guess, apparently because of his 40-yard dash time.
Mm-hmm.
He ran a 4.99 for a wide receiver, so
Whoa.
pretty much a 5 flat.
Yeah.
And he, like I said, he's a big body, 6'4", 215 plus. He's been able to gain separation. Like I went to a lot of Seahawks training camp practices this summer, and despite that, I guess quote unquote lack of speed, given the 40-yard dash, a lot of teams they didn't want him. But all throughout training camp, all throughout the preseason, he even showed it statistically throughout the preseason. He was among the league leaders in preseason production. But all throughout training camp, bro, creating separations, getting open. He's what's the word, bro? He's crafty. He's crafty, bro.
Okay.
And he plays like a veteran. He's the same age as DK Metcalf. They're both 25.
Oh, okay.
So, he's a little older, bro. But,
Yeah.
He's definitely a problem. And then obviously we talked about him already, but the rookie, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's close. But I'd have to give the edge to Seattle here in the wide receiver room.
Okay. I will tell you this. As a young man, and I know you know this name, beware. My little homie Ronnie Bell coming along. Ronnie Bell looking good. That's another little diamond in the rough for us, late round pick. So I'm telling you right now, it's going to be Debo, Ayuk, Jennings, and Ronnie Bell going to be that dude that's going to catch everybody off guard, man. As long as he starts getting the ball secured more, I feel more comfortable with him. So I will flip over to the other side of the ball. I got to give us the defensive line. I just have to. We got Javon Hargrave. We got Eric Armstead. Nick Bosa is finally back in the building. Thank you, Jesus, for that one. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't believe me about Drake Jackson, that young man is going to wreck the league. I feel that Drake Jackson just needs to be unleashed and let loose on everyone, man. I really feel like our D-line is going to be great. We got some good depth and whatnot, but I feel like the starters are going to be the ones that make things really, really happen. So I'm giving the D-line to us only because I feel that it's right. And what do you think? What do you think about that?
I think, man, I got to give it to y'all. I mean, you guys, San Fran was the number one defense in football last year. Sure. And it always starts, in the trenches. It always starts with that defensive line. I think with the Eric Armstead, who I heard just took a pay cut, so you guys have all this cap space now.
Yeah.
What is it, like 40+ mil?
No, we got 24 mil in cap space right now. I'll say this: they're most likely clearing that cap space to pay Brandon Ayuk because next year is his year to go up. And if he comes out, has 1,000-yard season, double-digit touchdowns, he gonna do the same thing Bosa did. I want my money, and he gonna be validated just like everybody else. Hey, I came in, I did my job. Now it's time for you to pay up.
Man, that's ooh-wee. And then what, Brock Purdy the year after that?
Quite possibly. It all depends on if Purdy comes out and does something. If we come out and win the Super Bowl, we're screwed. Somebody's gonna go. Somebody's gonna go because you can't keep everybody. When it comes to the linebackers, gotta go with us again on that one. I have to. To be honest with you, man, there ain't nothing like Dre and Fred. Ain't nothing out there in that league like Dre and Fred. And we got a couple of sneaky backups. D Winters and Jalen Graham are going to be forces to be reckoned with. D Winters is a sideline to sideline linebacker. That man is a monster on the field. Like his sideline to sideline speed is just unruly. So he may be our Sam because Oren Burks is out right now. Oren Burks more so is a special teams kind of guy. I don't really think of him as a starter every day, but honestly, man, the two people in the middle, Dre and Fred, it's just nothing like that. I know Bobby is home, and Fred has always said, man, that he models himself after Bobby, and people have basically said that's Bobby Wagner Jr. right there, man. That dude he's a monster. But talk to me, man. What's going on with y'all, your linebackers and whatnot?
Wait, real fast before I get to that, bro. Would you consider Nick Bosa more so part of the linebackers or the defensive line?
No,
I feel like he's a hybrid. Defensive line, right?
He's defensive line. You don't really catch Nick standing up very often. He's always got his hand in the dirt.
That's right.
He has a frame to be able to possibly be like a dope outside linebacker, but he's just a pure edge rusher. That's just what he does.
Okay.
So I consider him D line versus considering him hanging out with the linebacker crew because that's just where he is. That's we call him Quadzilla. You know what I'm saying? Him and Saquon Barkley are fighting every day to see who's got the biggest quads in the damn league. And this is intense. And I don't have to say pause, people, because I can care less. I'm just telling you, if you look at me, you'll be like, yeah, I need to get in the gym, man. My legs ain't built like that. It's a lot. But talk to me, man. Talk to me about your linebackers.
Whew. Man, this is another close one, bro. Because like you said, Mr. Bobby Wagner himself, he's back. Jordan Burks just a couple years ago was second in the league in tackles. 170 plus, I think, if I remember correctly. And honestly, I might damn near have to consider Jamal Adams a linebacker / safety. I think he's going to be deployed more as a hybrid. So kind of more so in between. But I think I can include him in the conversation. I feel like, but I'm also going to include him in the safety conversation. But I think he could also be used in a linebacker conversation. I think when you take him into consideration, Jordan Burks once he's healthy, Bobby Wagner. This arguably might be the best defense he's ever been surrounded by since the Legion of Boom days.
Yeah. And
so I think it's proven that you guys are better. But I think come the end of this season, Seattle's going to take that crown.
Okay. I gotta respect you on that one, man. I gotta respect you. So let's put the DBs and the safeties in the same conversation. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, it's a 50-50 for me. I can't give it to us, I can't give it to y'all. I can't take away from it, bro. Tariq Woolen is a monster. Andre is a beast. And if Adams could just stay healthy, he'd be worth every penny. That's what knock I have on that young man. He can't stay on the damn field. But then you flip to us. We got Huff. We got Gip. Young Jair Brown gonna come along. We still got Mooney. We still got Demo. The only real question for us possibly would be our slot. But y'all got some dogs. We got some dogs, man. I'm 50-50 on this. I can't give it to one or the other because I don't have enough to say why we're better, and I don't have enough to say why y'all are better because we have impact players. So what would you say on that? If you feel that you better say it, by all means.
Look, Tyler Hufanga, bro. I love watching him play, bro. I love watching him play too. So y'all secondary is definitely it's a
baby. You gotta throw the T's up, baby.
Throw the T's up. See, and that's filthy, but I gotta rock with Seattle here, bro. I understand what you're saying, and I'm not gonna discredit anything that you're saying because you are speaking facts. But I just think when you look across the board, like I said, I'm gonna include Jamal in the linebacker and secondary conversation because he's a hybrid. He plays both roles. And like you said, once he's healthy, he's not gonna play week 1, but I think he should be ready to go come week 2, maybe even week 3 at the very latest. But you look at him, right? Quandre Diggs, he's a top 10 safety in the league, bro. You know this, bro. Like he's continuously disrespected from the media, from the fans, even the players, bro. He got voted out of the NFL top 100. So even the players are disrespecting, his status amongst, the league that he plays in, which is just wild to me, bro. Like that's wild. And so he's there. Tariq Woolen, like you talked about, bro, he's fresh off leading the league in interceptions. And you know what's crazy? Last year was only his 3rd year ever playing cornerback in his life.
Yeah,
he was a wide receiver.
Sherman was a wide receiver. Y'all turned him into DB.
Exactly. He turned into an all-pro, one of the best of all time.
Remember that. People do not, and that's part of the reason Sherman was so good because he knew a receiver's job.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
If I've done your job, then there's no way for you to be able to beat me at what you do. I know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
He had the height. He had the arm length. And at the time, bro, the league wasn't, accustomed to going up against corners like that.
Mm-hmm. And this right here,
of course.
Between the ears, bro. Sherm is undefeated between the ears, man. He's dope. Shout out to Sherm out there doing great things over there on Undisputed. I tell you right now, Skip ain't gonna be treating Sherm the way he used to treat Shannon. That's what you won't be doing. But
Hey, I'm here for it.
I'm here for all of it, man. I even when Sherm was on your team, even with everything, I still loved him because he was great. He talked his shit, but he backed it up, and that's the whole
Right.
thing.
Every time.
If I'm
Damn
gonna
near
run my
every time.
mouth, I better be able to back it up. And Sherm would run his mouth, and he'd make it happen.
Backing
I'm
it
gonna
up.
give him that much. He wasn't the fastest defensive back, but he was so smart, and that zone scheme worked so well for him. And he had the perfect excuse when somebody tried to dismiss him. He was like, "You go to your job and tell your job how you gonna do the job that they pay you to do, and see if you don't wind up losing it." He's like, I play within the system because it works for me. Don't be upset, you know. But I will say this, man. I'm gonna bring in this little segment, and it's a new segment, man. It's called "Talk Your Shit." Basically, I'm gonna give you that moment to tell everybody why the Niners are trash, why Seattle is king, why Seattle is king, and why y'all are gonna take this crown from us. My wife know I'm on the time press. She doing this. Hold the watch. But talk your shit, man. Tell everybody why Seattle is definitely better than the Niners.
Man, bro, as far as entertainment, purposes, this isn't gonna be the most entertainment subject because you know me, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000
No, here.
every single time. And so I'm not gonna sit here and say that you guys or we're way better than you guys because right now I don't think that the Seahawks are. I think that the Seahawks have to take it from y'all in the playoffs. I think that the Seahawks have to take it from y'all at least once in the regular season. There's two matchups. I think Seattle got to win at least one, and then the playoffs. If we see y'all, we gotta beat y'all. And then once we do that, then Seattle is the better team. But I think right now, just talent defensively, they might not have that cohesion just yet like you guys do. But I think talent just across the board. If guys are healthy, like a Jamal Adams, he's a game wrecker. Tariq Woolen, I think he's about to be a game wrecker if he isn't already. Bobby Wagner, we know what he's capable of. Draymond Jones, who Seattle signed from Denver, 3-year, $51 million deal. I mean, he was a threat over there in Denver. Jaron Reed been making plays. He's back. Jordan Brooks, once he's healthy. Quandre Diggs. Devin Witherspoon, the rookie. And so the DBs, oh man, bro, like it's look, DB room, giving it to Seattle, right? Linebacker room, I said I'm gonna give it to Seattle. Quarterback, we're giving it to Seattle. Receivers, we're giving it to Seattle. Brock Purdy, I think he's gonna have to hit a wall eventually, right? I'm not rooting for it. I'm not hating. It's not that, bro. It's just look, he has to go through some sort of trials and tribulations. Like it's not just gonna be sweet sailing. Smooth sailing. I mean, just the whole way through. And so I still need to see what he's gonna do once that comes around. And like you said, Geno has that experience. Yeah, he's been a backup, but he has the experience. He's seen more NFL defenses. He knows how to adjust, I think, better than a Brock Purdy. He has more weapons at his disposal. And so you look at the quarterback advantage, you look at all those other advantages that I pointed out. You look at Seattle younger, they're ascending, they're hungrier, I believe. Nick Bosa, look, I'm not trying to discredit, his workout routine, his offseason program, but I don't think he's in NFL shape yet. And so it might take a week or two. I won't be surprised if Pittsburgh takes week 1. I think it's a trap game for y'all, really.
A lot of people have been saying that that's a trap game for us. Me personally, I don't feel like it is. I think it's just more so. My only worry in that game is Colton McKivitz versus TJ Watt. I'll tell you right now, I'm really scared TJ Watt gonna eat that man alive. Look, there's brothers in the league that wreck things. Joey and Nick wreck things. TJ and JJ, they wreck things. I'm just telling you, like, you got to be real careful with them. What I will say is this. The only threat in the NFC West to the San Francisco 49ers is the Seattle Seahawks. I have no faith in the Rams. I have no faith in the Cardinals. Okay? If the Cardinals play and they do the things that they do, they let DeAndre Hopkins go. Buda Baker doesn't want to be there. You already gave up Isaiah Simmons for next to nothing when you drafted him first round. All kinds of things are going on. So I'm sorry. Arizona's a dumpster fire for them. I don't know what's happening over there. The Rams are rebuilding. So we have to see who these people are. Because at the end of the day, your only people are Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, and Aaron Donald. I cannot name another player on that team that actually means something to anyone. I know one of the Rams fans tried to tell me Van Jefferson. That's a joke. Van Jefferson ain't worth a dime. Somebody else said Cam Akers. Yeah, when Cam Akers actually stays healthy on the field, you come talk to me. It's that simple. But I will say this: Seahawks definitely have a viable squad. Love what I see you guys doing over there. I don't want you to win against us. You can beat the Lambs, you can beat the Cardinals. That's perfectly fine. You can. I do not want you coming in there trying to get us again. I was very happy that we actually got a win in Seattle. I think we hadn't had one of those in God knows how long. Pete was just whooping Kyle's ass every year when they came to
Seattle.
Yeah. What's going on, Brian? So I will say this. When the playoffs come, these two teams, these two content creators, me and this guy over here, you'll see us talking again because we might see each other again. I can guarantee you there are two teams in the NFC West that will be in the playoffs. Is us two.
Mm-hmm.
If the Rams or the Cardinals make the playoffs, I have no idea how the fuck they did it. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the squads as a whole, and right now, the Rams rebuild mode. They had to pretty much give up a lot of their talent. The Cardinals, brand new head coach. Kyler's not even starting. They ain't even started Colt McCoy. They didn't cut him. They put in someone else.
Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs. This is just random. So it's different. I will be at that Cardinal game. So if you come to Arizona or you are in Arizona, I am going to be at the Cardinal 49er game. I'll be there with all the tailgate stuff and everything, hanging out with my main man, Wayne Breezy. We're going to be out there doing whatever we need to do. And yeah, Brian, I hope that Moody is good. I hope he is good. He better get healthy and get on that field and start kicking footballs. But I got to get out of here. I got some things I got to do. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me, man. Steezy A is a busy man, y'all. Man out there working for his family, continuing doing the content creation. And man, I'm telling you, if you want to see Steezy, just literally go to IG, type in exactly what you see right there, Steezy A Smith. You go to Twitter, Steezy A Smith. You come to YouTube, that's what I'm saying. He's here. So I'm letting y'all know, man, if you are a Seahawks fan, this is the guy you want to follow because he continually gives you updates. He was at camp. I saw you.
Yeah.
He was at camp. He's there. He's immersed in it. Outside of his normal regular life where he's doing everyday thing. I'm saying that the Lord is blessing him for such. He does fantastic work when he does come into this space. So if you're out there and you're a Seahawks fan and you really want to make sure you're up to date on any and everything you need, Steezy A Smith is your guy. Now, if you are a Niner fan, you come talk to me. I'm a little crazy. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm a little off the chain. People sometimes don't like my takes, but it's cool because I'm going to give you the real, and I talk about things no one else will talk about. I cover the topics that people don't want to cover. You know what I'm saying? I was telling people really quickly before we get out of here, it was funny how we ripped Debo to shreds. People were threatening his life and all this other stuff. Nick Bosa held out too. But I didn't hear anything about him. And a lot of people said, well, it was because he was quiet. You really think that because if Debo would have stayed quiet and never scrubbed his social media, that wouldn't have happened? Nah, man. There's something else afoot here. It's not cool. So I can tell you right now, BA, he going to want to get paid. If he holds out and y'all pull that same BS, then my point will be proven. And y'all already know where I went with that. But either way, man, Steezy, thank you so much for your time, good brother. I will let you get back to your day. Everyone out there, stay up, stay faithful. Like I said, if you are a Seahawks fan, continue to follow Steezy A Smith. Catch him on all platforms, man. This dude is out there doing fantastic work. And on top of that, he's a great man. He's a great human being. And that's a rare part to find. You know what I'm saying? You got to find somebody that can be a good person rather than just doing things on TV. Because I can tell you right now, there are some people out there doing things, and they great at it. But in real life, they assholes.
They're not good people, yeah.
Not good humans. You get on TV like, man, you're enamored. You're like, wow, this person is great. And you see him in real life, you're like, damn, bro.
Rude.
Really?
Acting too Hollywood.
Right? And see me, I have no aspirations of such. Thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody stay up, stay faithful, stay blessed. And we out.
Blessed.
Peace.